Zoe Saldana, Ryan Reynolds. We're kind of breaking up right now. We're kind of breaking up.
Welcome back, guys. I am finally back. I can't believe it's January 14th and this is my first video of the year. So I had the amazing opportunity last weekend to attend the Golden Globes InStyle magazine viewing party and dinner and after party, all thanks to L'Oreal. It was so incredible. I'm gonna tell you guys all about it throughout this tutorial, but I really wanted to show you guys the look that I did from that night, the makeup, the hair, and like I show you the dress and everything and a little bit of behind the scenes from that day. I hope you guys love this look. All right guys, let's get into this tutorial. For big events, I usually really pre-plan my look, so I'll figure out exactly what I'm doing for wardrobe, for hair, for makeup, nails, accessories, shoes, like everything, every little detail. Even like pick my nail color, like I knew like I wanted this super dark to match my lip. I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through what I did for this particular night. So the first thing that I really wanted to figure out was my dress. I tried on so many dresses and I felt like I looked very like, hey, I'm going to an award show. You know, like they were very predictable. This is one of the dresses that I tried on. Really pretty, but just very like award showy. This was another one, again, really nice. And then I tried on this totally different vibe kind of dress from Zara of all places. This one right here. It definitely looks a little bit different on the model than it did on me. After the dress, I went into hair and makeup inspiration. Not this dark, but this idea, this beautiful bold lip, flushed cheeks, and really bare on the eyes. And here's another example of Bella, which I love. Again, same idea, like bold lip, bare eyes. And then for hair, decided on this hair inspiration right here. So here's the final look. It was pretty much exactly what I imagined in my mind, so it was really nice for it to all come together. First product I'm using is this one from the Abnormal Beauty Company, and this is a primer that I've been using a lot, and I've noticed it's great for holding makeup. So when I wear this underneath makeup, the makeup lasts so much longer. I have to stick with my go-to, what I know always looks amazing on camera. Like I never have to worry about flashback. I never have to worry about the coverage. If like I'm getting pictures, this is definitely what I'll always use, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I definitely went a bit heavier on the foundation than I normally do because I needed it to last all night. Another thing that's really important, I think, for when you're taking pictures is to highlight and contour. It will make a big difference in how you look in the pictures. And probably my favorite that I've been using a lot is this one from NYX, the Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo. I have to tell you guys, this experience to go to the Golden Globes was like nothing I've ever experienced. Like I've done some cool stuff, but this was over the top because I was literally in the same room with every single A-list celebrity in Hollywood, every single one, and having dinner next to them, partying on the dance floor next to them, like Snapchatting, like it was just so bizarre. And I felt very much like, felt very surreal, and it felt like, I kind of felt like, what am I doing here? Don't get me wrong, I'm super grateful and I feel super lucky, but how in the world did I get here? It was so crazy. Okay, so let me tell you guys a little bit more details. So I got invited by L'Oreal to go to the InStyle magazine viewing party and dinner, which is like one of the main parties that happens during the Globes. And you go and you have dinner and then you watch the whole show, and it takes place in the same venue but in a different room. And I thought it was just going to be like, you know, other beauty influencers or industry people. No, it was all celebrities. I was sitting right next to Diane Kruger having dinner. I was like I was not expecting that. So once the actual show of the Golden Globes is over, everyone from the show just walks over and goes to the InStyle party where we were. So the dinner, they clear all the tables and then they turn it into like a dance floor, and then it becomes like one of the main parties after. And everyone from the Globes comes. So like Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and they're all walking around with like their actual statue, like the people that won. So like Viola Davis comes and sits next to me with her Golden Globe, and I'm like, what is happening right now? Okay, so for highlight, I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in a light boost. I know this is like a lot of skin stuff, so, and I know you guys know a lot of this, but this look was really about the skin more than anything because it was so simple everywhere else. So I hope you guys aren't bored. But I'll just keep telling you more of the story of the night to keep you entertained. So anyways, okay, so the best part was going to the restroom, because I literally would go to the restroom and just wait, like either wait in line with celebrities. So at one point I was waiting in line with Zoe Saldana, or another time I went, I was like fixing my Spanx next to Laverne Cox. And then another time I went and I was just like touching up my makeup, and Miranda Kerr is right next to me touching up her makeup. So that was a little bit trippy to say the least, but it was amazing. Like, it was so fun. It was just such a crazy, crazy experience. One I will never, ever forget. Okay, so I usually do not bake at all, but again, because it was an event where I was getting pictures and I needed the makeup to last, baking is great for that. Not for every day, but for special occasions like this, it's really, really good. And it's just gonna totally set your makeup. And it makes a big difference. Like, this will make your makeup last. Makeup's not gonna budge. So I'm just setting it with the Laura Mercier translucent loose powder. So this lip color was basically the inspiration for my entire makeup look. I was so happy that I found the perfect color in a long wear lipstick. This is the Infallible lipstick from L'Oreal, number 217 Cherry Noir. I literally did not need to reapply my lipstick at all, except like, you know, in the inner corner, in the inner part of your lips, it starts to kind of disappear a little bit when you eat and you talk. That's the only part I needed to apply. So just like on the inside part of my lip. And then the whole night, I was just like adding a little bit of the lip conditioner. So my lips felt soft and moist the whole night, and the color did not budge at all. Eating, drinking, nothing, it did not budge. So this lip product was amazing. At this point, I like to take a lip brush, because if I want to get like super precise and detailed, it can be a little bit hard to do with the wand, especially at the edges. The eyes were super, super simple for this, and I only used one palette. I used the Persona Cosmetics Identity palette from, I'm sure you guys know Simply Sona. Her channel's awesome, and she came out with this palette at the end of last year, and it's so beautiful. So I basically just went with the matte tones. These here, Charming and Maverick. That's all I basically did, just around my eyes, and a little bit of the highlight colors. These ones here, Sassy and Gold Digger on the lid. Also, can we just talk about the fact that it's 2017? Oh my god. Where does the time go, guys? Oh my god. But I'm super excited. I spent a lot of time before I started filming. I really spent a lot of time just kind of figuring out what I want my channel to look like this year, and really thought about the content I was gonna create, and I'm excited to say that I hope you guys love what's to come. There's gonna be a lot more than just makeup, and I know that you guys love the makeup tutorials, and that makes me super happy, but just creatively, I need to do more than just makeup. So this is basically all I did with those medium matte shadows. I just framed my eyes to get the shape that I want, but kept it really subtle. Like you wouldn't even necessarily think I have eye makeup on. Really wanted a strong highlight in that inner corner. And this color Sassy is beautiful for that. I've been using this color a lot, apricot in the middle. I love it because it's kind of like, it's very close to my skin tone, but it just has like this hint of orange to it. I used this one from Neutrogena. Just more in the apples. And then I went in with the highlighter. This one from Laura Mercier, which you guys have seen me use several times. And then going back to the eyes, I wanted just a hint of a cat eye, so I took an angle brush and I just sprayed it with a little bit of Fix Plus. And then I took the darkest palette from the Persona Identity palette. The darkest palette, the darkest color. You guys, I'm so like out of it today. Fearless. I don't want this to look like liner. I want this to just kind of look like it's just my natural lash line, but a bit defined. That's pretty. I really just wanted to do this step to kind of just extend the shape of my eyes, so like it makes your eyes look a bit more elongated, a bit wider and bigger. So I took these lashes that are just like right for the outer corner. That's it. They're so easy to put on, super quick. I got these from IMATS. I don't know, I think they're just like no name, but I'm sure Ardell has something similar. I'm gonna list all the products for you guys below in the description box either way, so you guys could check it all out. These lashes are honestly the easiest thing ever. You just like pop them right on and they just stick. It's so easy, just on the outer corners. It doesn't do a ton, but it definitely changes the shape of your eye. It makes your eye look a lot more almond kind of cat eye shape. Alright guys, that is a wrap for tonight from the red carpet. That is the final look. I want to show you what I used in my hair that day because it worked so well. It was this modified pomade from this brand called Hans de Foucault, and I basically just kind of layered it into my hair just right at the roots. And it worked amazing. It kept my hair in place all night, but it didn't look hard or stiff. It still looked really soft. And that's it. This is my final look from the Golden Glows. I'm so happy I was able to share this with you guys. And I cannot tell you how excited I am about 2017. And lastly, I want to announce the winner of my giveaway that was done at the very end of the year in my last video of 2016. Congratulations to the winner right here. Please send me all your info. Check it out in the description box below. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you. I will see you again in another video very soon. Bye.